How you can improve your line drawing accuracy. Here follow the dexterity exercises. Drawing lines to points. This exercise is my invention. I read at several places that you need to find out in which direction you can move your arm the most easily if you want to draw a straight line. For me, as I am left-handed, I can draw a straight line most comfortably from bottom right to top left. That is useful to know because if I want to draw a perfect straight line, I just rotate the page and draw the line. But constantly rotating the page is also cumbersome, and even more so if you draw on a large sheet of paper, and even more so if the paper is on an easel. And in the case of drawing while filming for video, it is unpleasant for the viewer to constantly see the page rotate. Which means that it is useful to become better at drawing perfectly straight lines from different angles, and that is what this exercise is about. How to do the exercise. The goal is to draw lines to a point, and for that you need to draw a point first. I have found that it is actually useful to draw a tiny circle so that you have a white dot inside that circle. The reason is that if you draw many lines to a point, the area around that point becomes so cluttered that you eventually can't see if you are doing it right anymore. The point is essentially just becomes invisible, hidden under lots of marks. You circumvent that problem by drawing small circles and aiming for the small white dot inside that circle instead. After placing the dot, or rather small circle with a dot, put your pen on the page somewhere around 3 to 5 centimeters or 1 to 2 inches away from the dot. Imagine aiming the pen at the point and slowly draw a line as straight as possible to that point. Then do the same from another point on the page so that you are drawing from a different angle. It is important that you do not rotate the page. The goal is to practice drawing straight lines from any angle. You can always rotate the page later when you want to really make sure you get a perfect straight line. But this exercise is about getting better at straight lines from any angle. What you'll find is that your line often misses the mark, misses the point, and that you sometimes curve the line to reach that point. This is the point of the exercise, the fact that you can very clearly see where and how and why you were off. It's quite visible, quite in your face, and it's okay. That is why you're doing the exercise. Just try that same angle again with another point later and try to draw another line to that point from a different angle and try to do better. Circles and ellipses. Being able to freehand draw believable circles and ellipses is a surprisingly useful skill, as many human-made things have them, and many things we see around us can be approximated by cylinders, which makes it useful for us to be able to easily freehand draw ellipses so that we can draw these cylinders as a first approximation. It's also a good warm-up. I got this warm-up exercise from the Watts Atelier course. The exercise is simply to draw lots of circles and ellipses in various orientations, big and small. To do this exercise, it can be useful to look at what ellipses really look like. For this, you can hold a glass or cup or other object that has a cylindric shape. Look straight at the bottom and you see a circle. Look at it tilted and you see an ellipse. It's again useful to slow down, make the mark carefully and in a controlled way, looking at the point just ahead of the pen while you make the mark. If you want, you can also try to turn the ellipse into cylinders. For that, it is useful to look at what cylinders really look like so that you don't develop so-called bad habits. This is again an exercise where you can really see when you are off. It is okay if ellipses or circles are off. That is the point of doing the exercise. Note where you are off and how and why, and try to draw another, better one, and improve one circle, one ellipse at a time. Parallel lines. This is another exercise where you will be able to see clearly if you are off. The idea is to draw a line and to draw a line perfectly parallel to it next to it. Your eye sees immediately if you wiggled the line. You probably found during the lines to points dexterity exercise that you found certain angles harder. So, in addition, if you want to make it harder on yourself, you can draw parallel lines in the direction you found hard. Ghosting. The idea behind ghosting is to visualize a line on the page and to then optionally hover over it with a pen, rehearsing the placement of the line, and to then place the line on the page as intended. How can you see if it was placed as intended? Well, the idea is to first draw any arbitrary curved line and to then trace over that line precisely. That way, if you are off, you can really see it as the line you placed deviates from where it was supposed to be. So place a line and then trace it as accurately as you can, several times. Remember, work precisely, draw slowly and see where the point of the pen will be a second from now and aim for that. Speed comes later. A variation on this exercise involves taking ruled paper and ghosting over lines on the paper to practice drawing very long straight lines. This is also handy for improving the drawing of lines to points dexterity exercise. Again, work slowly and precisely, look where the pen will be in a second and move the tip of the pen there. As an added difficulty level, you can freehand draw very long straight lines on blank unruled paper and then ghost these long straight lines. You can test if your lines are straight with the ruler, but you can also look past the page along the line. You will be able to see if it is straight. Combining the exercises. As an enhancement, draw two lines, possibly curved ones, like you drew in the ghosting dexterity exercise, and then draw circles or ellipses that are all aligned exactly the same and that touch each other and also touch the two lines. You can perhaps use the lines you created from ghosting lines. This tests if you can really place circles and ellipses where you want them. You can also draw parallel lines between two curved lines where the parallel line starts on the first line and ends on the second line. That way, you practice being able to start and stop lines at the exact right spots. I used to over or undershoot lines a lot. This exercise helps you practice being accurate about where the lines start and end. You can also draw parallel lines or circles between the lines from the lines to the points dexterity exercise. When and for how long should you do these exercises? For how long do you need to do these exercises? In principle, when you start to think your lines are accurate enough or that you are not gaining additional accuracy from doing these exercises, it might be time to move on to another warm-up exercise. I don't usually do these dexterity warm-ups separately anymore. I just kind of do them while I'm making my regular drawings. I try to draw carefully and place each line calmly and accurately, therefore doing the dexterity practice while drawing regularly. Try them out for a few weeks, see if they work for you as well as they did for me. These dexterity exercises seriously leveled up my line accuracy, and I hope that they do yours too. There are many more drawing exercises and other free resources on the Practice Drawing This website. Do check them out.